Back to Haberfield. Now he unleashes a big-time flick into space. Holzmeyer racing towards the end zone. Will he get to it? Yes, he will. Brett Holzmeyer heating up for the Atlanta Hustle.
What a beautiful throw from Liam Haberfield. We didn't really get to see him unleash anything like that. We heard he could throw with the best of them.
Kind of now we talked about Yeet having the complete game. Here's a quick look already. This one just beautiful. Tremblay Jean-Ca all the way. And we talked about Montreal being near last in the league in huck attempts.
So working around Olsen, now inside for Haberfield. Now Haberfield lets one go. Down the field looking for McClamrock by his lonesome into the end zone for the score.
Wow. Throw it onto the highlight reel. What a beautiful throw there from Haberfield.
And he's still just 22. He's got a very bright future ahead of him.
He was working that broadcast when he suffered that injury in Norco. It was heartbreaking, but so glad he's back.
Laser from Hecht, and it's picture perfect again. Evan Magsig runs it down, and Hecht with the absolutely perfect touch on that throw.
Max got range.
Special on that one, but it works out okay.
Lawrence trying to thread one through.
Great throw.
Unbelievable throw.
Wow.
I don't even know how to describe that. That was an incredible find of Jacobs.
Now Chicago going on the attack again. Meldera's firing that disc deep. He's got Jesse Johnson out there who makes a spectacular play for the score.
Chicago just making it look easy right now.
Back now on the force side. Quick movement again, moving it up. Nice patient offense. Nice look from Burnett.
Oh,
ooh, what
early celebration from the thrower.
What an IO throw.
Sheet. There's Quinlan. He can get within one though. There's Quinlan throwing it up.
Nice throw.
And that is a beauty from Kevin Quinlan. And he is now one away from breaking Goose Houghton's second all-time.
Grant, we're under 30 seconds. Both teams are out of timeouts. Tied at 16. Brandt shoots it this time. Quinn Snyder chased by Clutton. Minnesota leads. Chartok looking for Yacht. He's got steps on Henke. And Elliot Chartok with just another exquisite throw.
My goodness. I mean, Yacht created some separation there, but it takes a truly elite throw.
In terms of building a powerhouse program. Salt Lake not wasting time. Chad Jorgensen accelerating for the score.
Look at the wheels on Chad Jorgensen. Be hard to outthrow him.
Jorgensen connection, Luke and Chad. They know each other's speed. They've calibrated that throw.
Havoc, Shelley near sideline. Has Lewis going deep with space. A big inside out forehand. Lewis just waiting for that one to come into his hands for a goal.
Yeah, he had two defenders kind of in the area, but just way, way far ahead of him. One of those defenders being Dan Emmons. So if he had underthrown that, let it float, definitely would not have worked out. But
with the disc, Bossert putting it to that high sideline as we see the flick go up, hanging pretty nicely for the Havoc. And that is a gorgeous throw going in that upwind direction, able to hit his target in stride. What a beautiful shot.
They're comfortable doing this and keeping possession, but they're still human. They can still get tired.
Oscar wants another. Lithio has steps, and Oscar has his 9th of the night.
A lot of switching defense going on here for Oakland. Someone is loose. Still trying to get it ironed out.
Yeah, not sure. It looks like...
Oh, Dylan Nice. Oh.
That's a great throw.
That's a fantastic throw. Kerr now beginning to assert him.
Oddly enough. There's Michael Jordan. He'll center it over, and actually there's one of those hooks right again.
And Klain has his favorite target, Bevan, in the end zone. Bevan scores again. And a little note for you, Nick, is Klain used to be the premier hooker on this team.
Back to Matthew. Matthew now wide open to get it to Klain, and Klain in that power position to fire it into the end zone. But that disc, he Will made a nice play on that disc for the score.
1 second on the clock.
I thought that disc was going to head to the parking lot.
From Klain?
It seemed more like a discussion, and I think Klain is probably saying he would have called it if he felt it touched the ground, as Indianapolis retaliates very fast.
That was a beautiful disc there. Connie Harris once again, I believe that is back-to-back.
And I just don't think the Chicago Union players quite have that. They're not on the same page. They don't know exactly where they're going to be. We saw the offense over the last few years just always sort of reading each other's mind. That one going up deep for Goff, and he makes a fantastic catch for the disc for the score.
Wow, under 2 pressure, classic Nate Goff. Love to see that quick offense as well, Jack Shanahan to Nate Goff.
On recule du côté des Montréalais. Quinlan qui s'offensive à l'intérieur. Quinlan regarde long, fouette le disque de lancer droit, trouve Saint-Pierre. Kevin Quinlan, le numéro.
Klain looking deep. Vinoka has steps on his defender. Perfect throw from Josh Klain, and Bevan waves to the fans here in Golden.
I mean, that's what Josh Klain and Bevan can do when they're in rhythm. Based on our reading of the conditions before the game started.
Taylor able to read it the whole way. Back across, looking for Langdon. Now over to Bobby Lay with some momentum. Now Bobby Lay shoots deep, looking for Haberfield in the corner. Painting corners, calling Bob Ross. Bobby Lay is cooking there for the Atlanta Hustle.
Haberfield with his 3rd goal of the night.
Back around here for Bobby Lay. Now to Olsen. Smith, far sideline. Hammer over the top to Bobby Lay. A little nonchalant hammer. Now Bobby Lay, an OI flick, looking for Haberfield with steps as they retake the lead, 17-16.
That's the hustle offense we love to see right there. Working over to the break side.
Zadrowski catching up and putting some pressure.
You're right. He made up a lot of ground. Wow. Great break, gaining about 12 yards on that break. Ill-advised throw. Worked out well. Nice shot.
Cal Berkeley and the Spiders as well, both famous for their zones. And here's a shot from Jordan Kerr.
Jace Dunabile runs it down. Of course he does. By now, it's Jordan Kerr to Jace Dunabile has been a winning poker chip.
So at what point does Alex Crew call a timeout again? He already used one. May not have to use another because Rowan McDonald lays it on a platter for Fall, who gets the bookends. And that means that DC starts this second with a break. It's 7-6.
Well, there you go.
So efficient with the disc, especially as a receiver. It's off the other way as Stark airing out a flick. 60 yards into space. What a dime there from the rookie. Gripping it and ripping that forehand.
I thought that was Meshik for a second. Looked just like him.
Accidentel de la part de Mekion. Sans dommage, Mekan qui reste sur le terrain. Boston en contre-attaque qui menace. Bouge bien le 10 de façon latérale. On tente la passe longue. Ça flotte. Est-ce que ça sera attrapé? C'est attrapé. C'est à l'intérieur. Confirmé par l'arbitre en chef Ben Godin. Boston qui inscrit un 3e point consécutif. Un 2.
Nice grab by Rondick.
Elton Lam puts one out. Scheuer comes down. Sure-handed he is.
That was a dirty throw by Elton.
They called contact on that block, so Adams will check it back in. And Clyde puts it up. Ugetto's coming over to help, but a lot of steam from Noah Powell, and Houston pretty quickly gets the goal.
They've been looking deep for a couple of these looks, actually. One connected earlier.
Making the travel call. Going to back him up a little bit and reset. This time he goes foreside with a beautiful flick to the back right corner. What a throw, and scores just to put an exclamation point on it.
I want to say that.
Finer. Oh, no mark.
That's a great throw.
End zone, yes. Great hit there to Atkins. Finer given a lot of time there.
So that's going to be Jackson Potts. So on Ben Dameron, he contacted Jackson Potts on the throw, so he gets one shot. And it works out to Matt Armour. And boy, did Jackson Potts make it count, and he got that one back.
Jorgensen back to Miller. Kerr with another sit-down lefty assist to Dunabile.
There it is.
He's finding his rhythm. He's figuring out exactly how this team is moving around.
The release point. If you rolled it out of bounds there, it would go to the middle. Kerr picks up, and that was just nifty. Blading it with the perfect angle and direction for Jace Dunabile.
Ooh, and a tricky one, a face catch there. Seattle goal line. And then there's that pace flick from Garrett Martin again, finding the gap.
Now a dainty vert stack with a cut from Jack Williams out of the front of it. Williams, that inside break flick, as pretty as you like, into Osgar. I feel like Trisha, they've practiced that in the past.
Playoff Jack, last year's MVP championship weekend with a nice finesse throw.
My gosh. That is such a difficult throw, and the stall was getting high. He didn't really have any other options.
You see Chartok just collide with a member of the Seoul sideline over there?
Continue to put this pressure on the throwers of Colorado.
Marshall with a nice two-man game in the backfield. Nethercutt's laser is on the money.
I mean, that's like, yeah, I think he's played the role of second fiddle to Nethercutt quite well. Done what's asked of him.
Difficult throw, and it works. What a beauty. There was not a big window at all, and Nethercutt squeezed it through the tight available space for Finer.
And not only that, that throw was into the teeth of the wind. We've seen
generating blocks. So this is a great sign early on, and they want to value this opportunity.
And they convert on a missile from Eric Blaze to Luke Marks.
For to Wilcox. Youngst. Madaraju with that low flick. That's a quick break for Raleigh.
And that's a quick throw to try and get in for the goal. Possibly Diable.
Tien would want back. One more practice, and that doesn't happen, I think.
Seattle looking to finish off their offensive point. Garrett Martin does a great job of moving his mark and finds Louis Berton.
See if he plays with some of that fire tonight. Do you think it's just something about the city? Do you think it's the way they play? I'm a little concerned about that comment.
I think that he just doesn't like Philadelphia in general and is happy to make that known. As Rowan McDonald goes deep for Jurek, and it's Jurek in the end zone again. Another goal for Cole.
That's a pretty mid-range throw.